What's up, guys? Got another video today. Like I said earlier, I'm going to do a rod and reel review of my setups of what I use for fishing. I have my daughter filming for me today, who I love so much. And so I wanted to go over my jig setup for what I use. And like I said earlier in the video, or the video previously, the Tatula XTs are what I use for rods. I think they're great. For $100, you really can't beat it. It fishes like a $200 rod. It's got split grips. All of them have split grips, as you can see with the EVA foam, which are real comfortable. When they get wet, they don't slip. I didn't specify earlier, but every rod has a lure holder right above where the reel sits, which is very convenient. I love it. Some Tatulas in the spinning setup have them down low, which I'm not a fan of, but I'll go over that another time. But for jigging, which is another method I've been catching them on, it's been working really well so far with the bite for jigs, is the Tatula XT 7-foot medium heavy, and the number would be 701 MHFB. So it's a 7-footer. It's not too long. It's not too short. Medium heavy. And this is kind of like a workhorse of a rod. You could use this rod for multiple styles of fishing. I have a couple of these for different scenarios, but for jigs, I think it's perfect. It's nice enough where I could, slip around docks, throw this jig tight into docks, next to docks, under docks, skip underneath. And these rods are unbelievably sensitive. These tips on these things, I can definitely identify what's a bite and what's not easily with these rods. Where if you were to fish a cheaper rod, that'd be hard to tell. So, but basically, this is my setup for a jig. What I'm throwing for a jig right now is I believe it's a half ounce skipping jig. I think this is, or finesse jig. I'm not 100% sure. With a, it's kind of like a craw, green pumpkin color, with a black and blue trailer, cross style trailer. That seems to be popular with these fish. And like I said, it's a great little setup. And what I wanted to point out to you guys is not only the rod, but the reel. So these Tatula reels, it's a newer system where, I don't know how new, but normally you have a tension knob on all these reels that you could turn for tensioning your spool, and then you have your brake system. Well, these new ones are just all brakes. So you have your drag still that you could set up. You could adjust your drag with the gear here, and then your braking system. There is no tension knob. So it took a little of getting used to for me, because I'm used to tensioning everything in the past. But once I caught on, I like it a lot. I throw 20 pound fluoro for jigging. Probably get away with 15, but I just like to have a little bit more beef around cover, throwing these jigs around docks and brush piles and stuff. I just like to be safe. 20 pounds is fine. And another thing with these reels that I didn't get into, the way they fit on these rods, where you have your, when you're palming these things, the way they set these reels up now with this design, your thumb goes right into this and it fits like a glove. Whereas other reels in the past, this is open, and you kick your thumb off to the side, whatever. But this being right over centered is huge, and I think it's great. It's very comfortable, very efficient, and with the T-wing setup, you got this T-wing that once you click it, it drops down, so when you cast, you have free range of motion for this line to shoot out, less friction, instead of using a typical circle style that's tighter. And as soon as you click, it lifts that T-wing up and it tightens up where that line goes in. And that's pretty that's pretty neat. I like that a lot. I like that setup. But but yeah, no, the bite's been on with the jig, chatterbaits, you know, multiple styles of fishing. But like I said, these Tatulas, XTs, $100 rods, and they could sell these for $200 if they wanted to. So I wanted to just give you the setup. Again, it's another Tatula SV TW 7-to-1 gear ratio. You don't need anything slow, nothing fast, just 7-to-1 is an all-around great gear ratio for multiple styles of fishing. 20-pound fluoro. This I'm using Shimano. It's what they had when I was looking for line for this thing. They didn't have any Seaguar in 20, so I went with Shimano. And stuff's been holding up pretty good. Caught some fish on this jig a couple times specifically. Just wanted to give you my setup of jigging. So went over the chatterbait rod last video. This is the jig rod for this video. You know, just this is my opinion again. I am not a professional. I'm a weekend warrior. I just fish on the weekends. You know, I bring my kids out whenever I can. You know, just want to give you an honest opinion. So if you see this video and you're not subscribed, if you could just please subscribe, that'd be great to my channel. And throw a like to the video. So like and subscribe, that'd be huge. Trying to grow the channel. And I got my kids involved trying to help me out as well, which I appreciate. So I thank you guys for any comments, any likes, any subscriptions, and let me know your guys' opinions on this stuff as well. All right, so I appreciate you. See you later.
Bye.